Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Daily Commute. It's your boy Ben, and tonight I'm going to show you how to change a clutch, or at least the clutch plates, the fibre plates, on a 2015 Triumph Speedmaster. Now there's going to be a few things that you need to do for this one. There's going to be some tools, there's going to be some drinks, and a whole bunch of good time. So saddle on up, buddy. We're going to have a bit of a roundhouse kick to the face. I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's raining. Saturday night. It's cold. Let's do some things. Let's get into... Oh, and by the way, this is springs. Anyway, let's get into it. Let the epic journey begin. We begin in the shed. Cut to epic montage of setup, and let's go. First step in any job, if you want to jack up your car, and if it's not a car and it's a motorcycle, then you want to jack up your motorcycle and make sure it's safe. It's safe. You've all seen me do this before. If you don't know how to drop the oil in your motorcycle, then maybe you shouldn't be attempting the next things that I'm about to attempt. But basically, there's a sump plug underneath there. I'm going to lefty-loosey that the bad boy. It's going to out there, and there's also an oil filter under there. And I'm going to lefty-loosey that guy, and all the inside oil is going to come out. We're going to get rid of it, and then that side cover, that one there, is going to come off. Wait a minute, like this. So that is like just dripping out now. It's not bad, I will clean it up. But yeah, anyway. Pre-soaking in a good barbecuey goodness of Weber. Sitting in the Castrol Power 1 Racing, or the cheaper version of the Castrol behind. It's not bad, it's not bad, it's not bad. That's also not bad. Who can tell me what that is? I don't know if this is in frame or in focus or not. I'm trying to check. Is it? So, I cleaned up the oil. The oil is cleaned up. Just used the old spray bottle and a couple of rags. So I've cleaned up all the oil spill. I'll do the oil filter and everything when I've done the clutch and everything, so now it's all clean. It's a good workspace. There's a few things that I should point out before you start pulling things off. What they are little indicators of where things go, like your shifter linkage, to make sure the shifter linkage arm is in the right spot when you put it back on. Also some other things that I've done, which I'll show you on the bench behind me. So what I'll do is I'll cut here, I'll come down to the bike, and I'll show you a little mark that you might not have seen if you're working on your Triumphs. I'm pretty sure it's going to be all the 865s, but I'll show you a little thing that you can use to identify, and I'll do the shout out here to Tinderbox Arts. He's done a video doing this exact job that I'm doing, and it was very informative, and I'm following it and basically just reproducing it for you guys. But yeah, so let's have a look at that little mark I was telling you about, and I'll talk you through the next little bits. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a close-up of the gear setup. Now, if you watched the recent video where I went to the middle of nowhere with a road bike, you would notice that I fell off my bike and I spun it and I dropped it. And I bent this. It's quite bent. And you know what I've done since? Nothing. I've just left it. It's absolutely fine. Not a problem. But what I want to bring your attention to is this little dot just above my pointing tool here, which is an very long 8mm socket. That there lines up with the split, the crimp part of your adjuster. If you line those up when you put it back together, you're going to have no problems whatsoever. So anyway, that bit there. Got it? See it? Good? Don't worry about that. Just shh. That never happened. That's fine. All good. No worries. That's a dot. Line it up with the split. And then put it back together. Okay. So here's the thing I wanted to tell you about with the bolts. So when you do this job, you're going to need a new gasket. You're going to need a new gasket, clutch cover gasket for your bike. Now what you're going to do with it is basically trace around it and then put some holes there in the direction. So when you take the bolts out of the bike, you can just pump them in there. Boom, 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 all the way around. And that way, your bolts from your bike will go back to the same spot. Look, you can run gasket filler or sealant if you want to run it. I don't do things that way. I may seem like I'm dodgy, but at least put a gasket in it like that. This whole kit cost from Hinkley Triumph, these guys, is, if you're in Australia and you have a Triumph, this is where you get your parts from. He's up in Queensland. Everything is always great. Everything's genuine parts, or better. And this whole kit, the friction plates, the gasket, the springs, delivery to my door here in Seven Hills, $205. Like, come on, that's... Now all of these were hand tight. I cranked them. I didn't use a massive torque wrench or anything. I just undid them all by hand. And I will do them all up by hand. And, you know, I haven't seen... I haven't had to deal too much with oil leaks on this bike, because I don't tighten the crap out of everything. This is the easiest way in the world to remember where your bolts have come from. Do this. It will save you heaps of time, because as you saw, the ones along this edge here are longer. These are all longs and these are all shorts, and there's one long one down there. So just do this. It's so easy. Okay, cool. Alright, let's get that guy off. Oh, leaky to beaky to the oil. Cool, man. Filming with one hand is hard sometimes when you're using a DSLR, but look, there's a date in there, 25th of the 3rd, 2014. For any of my friends that know, my birthday is the 25th of the 3rd. No, it's not, it's the 28th. But anyway, that's pretty cool. I know what I was doing on that date, and I won't tell you, I'll tell you in another video. But that's cool, this got put together on the 25th of the 3rd, 2014, for a 2015 Speedmaster. Something I might need to brighten this up a bit, there you go. Something you want to really remember, I don't know if you can see it there, that little wavy washer, that wavy washer there, you do not want to lose that at all, okay? Do not lose that. Leave it there, whatever. But what we're doing is that there's a clutch pack, and we're going to undo these ones, which are if I've got my, what are they? 13, they look like a 10mm. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see. Oh! They are a 10. Well, there you go. Blow me down. No losing 10mm. Don't worry, I'm going to use a socket. It's fine, but 10mm. There you go. Do not lose your 10mm there. Currently, this is all that remains of the gasket. The gasket serves a purpose to keep the oil on the inside of the engine. In this case, the gasket was well applied. A little well applied. Mainly, right here. This sucks. So you've seen everything to this point, but this is where it's actually getting a bit tedious and difficult. Don't forget that wavy washer. I think there's 4 warnings already. Do not lose that wavy washer. I don't know what it does. Actually, let's go have a look on the opposite side. The wavy washer hits here. I don't know what this is, but I'm guessing it's part of the idler boss pulley. See, the way I talk about this bike, it's like I ride it like I know what's going on, but really, I have no freaking idea what's going on in here. Like, things are spinning. And that is going in and out, and that's disengaging the drive and the engine, and lots of things. But like, that gear, not even. That thing, right there. Focus pull. That is what starts everything into motion. That is what pushes the current of time through this engine, which is currently getting a new clutch. Because the currents of time have been going through that engine at a rate that it's worn itself out. So anyway, this is me doing things and stuff. Song like NXS. A new set of clutch rings right now. A new set of clutch rings. Alright. That's just the spigot that pushes the oil to the outside of the clutch. There's no washers or anything on that one. That comes out. But stick it there anyway. So everything to this point is done up finger tight. New plates, the steel plates have been put back in. Everything is just at finger tight at the moment. What I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, to make sure that that whole system goes straight in. And this little guy here, well, he should slide nicely. He's not at the moment because he's not actually in the middle, but anyway, no, he slides into the, there's a piston in there. Not a piston, what are you talking about? It's just a bolt. It slides into, but it's oiled. So let's get that back together. Cheers. This battery's flat also, so I might be funny with the ending of this video. I've got some stuff on my phone, but let's go. We'll keep going with this.